10 seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
And good morning. How the heck are you? Welcome to the Monday, December 13th. 2021 edition of Nevermind the Furthermore. We hope it's the fastest hour of your day and maybe the best. Anyway, pardon the noise outside. Somebody's using a leaf blower from hell. And we hope that you are stocked up with covfefe and ready to tackle the new day. I'm stocked up with covfefe. Anyway, glad you're here. Glad to have you here as always. Hope you had a great weekend. Want to thank everybody who came out to see me at Writer's Block in Toledo, Ohio this weekend. Had a great time. Thank you to Michael for hosting a fantastic show. And special thanks to Jim Beard for lots of great conversation, lots of fun hanging out. And it was a really good day. And we hope we're hoping to go back next year and hope you'll all come out and see us because it was a fun time. And I notice I have a stray tassel here. There we go. That's very important to grooming and all. Anyway, we're going to be about 60 minutes today because, again, without going into detail, because it's holding up the show, Cookie is having some challenges at work. She was going to get a 2-week layoff, which is normal for this industry. But unfortunately, they're so far behind, she may get Christmas and New Year off. So this requires a little extra TLC on my part for her. And so we got to pamper her a little. And I know you guys and gals understand. I appreciate it in advance. But anyway, somebody else we appreciate in advance and post-Vance and during Vance is Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. When you've written a great book, you want a superb cover wrapped around that tome, don't you? Well, I know the place you can go. It's not like a secret. It's not like I'm hiding anything. It's Jeffrey Hayes at Plasma Fire Graphics. He designs all kinds of wonderful book covers. And he not only does that, but he does all kinds of graphics that can help you sell that book. So definitely check out his Facebook page on Plasma Fire Graphics and also check out plasmafiregraphics.com where you can see more of his work and you can contact him directly and get his rate sheet. Believe me, you will be amazed at how affordable he is. That's Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. You want to thank Plasma Fire Graphics for sponsoring this show. You also want to thank the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Rising Tide raises all ships, and we are trying to raise each other in the broadcasting community. So check out what else we've got going here. We've got, let's see, what is it? I'm it today, but tomorrow we've got TED Talks at 10 a.m. And who knows what else? Things are kind of a surprise to me on here too. But anyway, please check out the network and go to our Facebook page, please, and give that page a like, and we will keep all updates on there whenever possible. Also want to thank our Patreon supporters. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where for a modest monthly stipend, you can support your favorite creators. And I want to thank all these people sincerely for helping keep this program and other wonderful things on track and moving forward. And we are currently working on getting some new publications out. 2021, you're going to get sick of seeing my name on books because we got a lot of stuff coming out. And it is in large part thank you to these wonderful, wonderful people. So please check them out too, because many of them have their own Patreon pages that are worthy of your attention. And if you want to see your name on this card and find out what I give you in return for your support, go to www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And let's see, I think that is it. So let's dive into your comments, because I'm sure we're going to get a lot of them. And Donna Carlene is first in the gate here, 20 minutes, sips coffee and lights a cigar. Mwah, Donna, hope you had a great weekend. Good to see you. And Teresa Dunn, good morning, Brian. And furthermore, it's good to see you too, Teresa. Mwah. Hope your weekend went well. Hope Albert's doing okay. And good morning, Donna and Teresa from Carl Wisman. Good to see you. And sounds like a good idea, Donna. Don't mind if I do. So Carl's going to steal her coffee and her cigarette. Oh, that can't end well. And been up since about 4 a.m. An idea for the first chapter of the book came to me and forced me awake. So much for restful retirement. See, I told you. You swapped out a 40-hour week for a job that takes up every waking minute of your life. One of us. And everyone's saying, hello, Donna. Good to see you. And good, happy, sunshiny morning. Big hugs. Big love and hugs to author Kathy Jackson. Please pick up her books on Amazon. She is an amazing author. She is a romance author for people that don't like romance books. She's really good. She is terrific. And I love you, hon. And I can't wait for convention season to start so that we can hang out together again. And by the way, Writer's Block, I swear to God, is my last convention of 2021. Mostly because there's no time to have anymore, pretty much. But no, we're going to take about a month off, and then we'll be hitting the road again January 15th and 16th for SalukiCon at the Southern Illinois University Student Center in Carbondale, Illinois. And Nathan Bonner's got some great guests lined up, and I will be there. I'm a guest, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And speaking of a lot of fun, there's the Ninja Genko. Good morning to you, my friend. How are you today? Good to see you. And from the desk with Small Press Publisher, and please let us know, how did C2E2 treat you? Jody McPhee, good morning all. Morning, Brian, and Madam Executive Producer, all is well. She is unconscious right now, so she's resting up. She actually got it's kind of funny, helping me in Toledo, Ohio at the show was her idea of a day off. But she's not going to get another one till Christmas Day. And they are putting in the hours, even to the point where, like I said, the 2-week vacay is not going to be that some people, they may get a day or two around the holidays. She might get Christmas Eve off and maybe New Year's Eve and New Year's off, maybe the day after. But as it is right now, they're going to be working through most of the vacation, and it's not just time and a half during that day. There's overtime and holiday pay. So that shows you how far behind the plant is. And I know they're not the only one, but they're making the most of it. And Eric Hawkins, good to see you, my friend. Hope you are having a great morning so far. Good morning to you, Carl. Hope you are too. And Skunk Rocker, good morning to you, my friend. Hope all is well. And C2, back from C2E2, says Joe McPhee will have some closing thoughts show probably tonight, tomorrow, or tomorrow afternoon. That'd be great. We've got we've got both evening slots open if you want to do it in prime time, dude. Just if you do, Joe, post it on the Facebook page so everybody knows to be there, okay? And good morning to the beautiful Willow Schuyler. Mwah. Good morning, my friends. Good morning to you, sweetheart. Hope you are doing well. Check out Cryptid Crunch. Check out Willow's Pillow Talk. Check out Willow. Ooh, yeah. And Cool Joe D. And Cindy Camp, good morning. Last Monday of the wonky work schedule. Back to normal, relatively speaking, after Wednesday, I think. Yeah, I tell people, if you want normal, go north of Bloomington, Illinois. That's map humor, people. Get with it. So, that's as close. I think I'm closer to normal than you, but only geographically. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, good morning to the Skunk Rocker from the Desk with Small Press Publisher. Hey, Willow, your team won. Yay. Was this the Was this Ryan Permission's trivia thing over the weekend? And Donna says hello to everyone, and everyone's saying hi from Carl. And Willow Schuyler, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers brought home the Grey Cup. It's a beautiful day in Winnipeg today. Well, congratulations to the Blue Bombers, and congratulations to Willow. I hope there's a long history of victories now. And preparing cranberry sauce as Smash Words, books, research, queer Brian K. Morris. Oh, you're. Thank you, Cindy Kip. Thank you. I was wondering if people were going to be making my my cranberry sauce recipe. Which, by the way, get fresh cranberries, clean them, take out the damaged ones, put the remainder in a pot, the good ones, and then cover almost to the top with a flavorful liquid. It could be wine, it could be ginger ale, soda. We used blueberry pancake syrup last time because we wanted to get rid of it. And we put that in, and it gave it a wonderful, really accentuated the fruity flavor of the cranberries. But anyway, then you put in some brown sugar and cinnamon and fresh ground nutmeg, not that pre-ground stuff, but fresh ground nutmeg in there. And you can also put in ginger or other spices that you like. We also, this year, instead of cinnamon, we use pumpkin spice. And then you just let it simmer over a low heat, and you'll hear it pop like popcorn. That means it's the fruit is tender and popping open. This releases pectin, that helps it solidify a little. Plus, you reduce it, and the sugar between all that, it can turn into cranberry sauce. You can control how sweet or how tart you want it, and then make it about at least 24 hours before your meal. And swear to God, you will not want to go back to the can ever again. It is heavenly. But that's my gift to you this Christmas. Anyway, thank you, Cindy Kip. We're making it happen. And Molly Daniels, awesome news, Carl. Congrats, mwah. Molly, it was so good to see you last week. Had breakfast with you. Thank you very much for coming out. And I'm also making the eggnog. No kids, that's not code. I'm doing it on Amazon. Glad to see that. Thank you, Cindy, so much. And don't forget ckoepp.com for the best newsletter you can sign up for. And it's free and it's awesome. Molly Daniels, how was Writer's Block Authors Fair? I'm so sorry I had to cancel. Murphy's Law, vehicles all repaired by Tuesday, of course. We did okay. We paid for our table. Plus we got to hang out with Jim Beard. That's always a treat. Send me a DM, Molly. I'll give you a more detailed elaboration of the weekend, but it was good. Fairly easy to get to from Lafayette. It was like 24 to 475 to basically the street it was on. And there were lots of restaurants in the mall. This is one of the largest malls actually that I have been in outside of the Galleria in Buffalo, New York, which is like 2 levels and is practically twice the size of Rhode Island. This was a huge mall. I didn't get all the way, neither Cookie or I got all the way through it. We took a couple breaks, but we just mostly hung around and plotted mischief. But no, it was a good show and very well run. Really had a good time. And like I said, the highlight was seeing my friend Jim Beard, who's got some new books out and was telling me some future plans for Flinch book publications, and I'm involved in one of them. And it was a good time. It really was, Molly. We were thinking about you and wish you were there. But drop me a DM and remind me. I'll give you a more detailed explanation in writer talk. And making the apple cider, that's Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockard. Also available. Check out The Simple Sword and Big Stumpy Robots on Amazon with more to come. And adding nutmeg to the nog, that is John B. Pica. Back of the cereal box every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And also check out his network with some great talent on there. Okay. And that is cool. And also the Dastardly Dingoes are hiding the green bean casserole. They do that every Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 p.m. Central on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. And well, Molly, at least that's a good repair turnaround time. That really is. It seriously is. And Cindy Cap says putting the marshmallows on the sweet potatoes. That is, excuse me, I think that's Ryan Permisson's page. Please check it out for all the nerdy content you can handle and can't. And Grant Lankard, hey guys, Carl and Donna, I've been meaning to thank you for the Get Well card. Oh, cool. Hey, Grant, I think you had a show this weekend. Tell us how it went, please. And that was Nerd Culture. I thought that was, Cindy. I'm getting good at this thing, I'm telling you. Thank you, guys. It was a nice surprise, this is Grant Lankard. Very cool, Carl and Donna. And no problem, Grant. The least that we could do now, just get well. Seriously, we need all of you here, all right? So please take care of yourself, Grant. That's an order. And from the SO Small Press Publisher is snitching marshmallows for snacks. Oh, that pesky Jody McPhee. I'm telling you. Anyway, looking forward to hearing more about that, Joe. And thank you, Cindy Cap. And Molly Daniels says, Carl first had needle-sized finishing nail and Vans tire that took 3 days to find. Then starter went out on the truck. Then the battery was not a good week at Casa Daniels. That's kind of like, what was it, 2 years ago? Our van seized up in the drive. I mean, we couldn't even put it into gear to get it towed. Or we thought, but fortunately, we had a local tower that could do it without disengaging the auto lock on that thing. But and it turned out with us, all it was a dead battery, which was amazing. Because I was envisioning this one component that controlled all the electricals in the van, and replacing it would have been like $1,000. But fortunately, we didn't have to go that route. It was only like a couple hundred, which was yay. We'll take that. Now we're looking to replace my Saturn. I have a 2001 Saturn S. But after you drive in like a van, I tell people it's like wiping your backside at 60 miles an hour, and it's starting to develop some issues. But there's the serendipity. This is true serendipity. On the drive back from Toledo, we didn't want to take the Beltway around Fort Wayne. We thought, let's go through town and maybe we'll see some Christmas lights. Well, we did, but I took the wrong turn. Wound up on what I thought was 30 West, and I was wrong. That's okay. Wound up way north of there. And then part of the street was under construction. So we drove south to what looked like a major road, and we found a place that sells vans. They specialize in vans. And we've been online drooling. And we're going to go put some action behind the preparation. We are looking for a van. Reasonable mileage, cannot be any older than our current vehicle, which is a 2008 and has some some personality of its own. But we were, like I said, we were looking for a new van where we can pimp it out and put an air mattress in the back, plus other things that would allow us to, when we do shows, we could park somewhere like at a rest stop or someplace, and we would have power to, like, say, write for a while, and then have a comfortable, secure place to sleep and store our stuff. So this could save us quite a bit of money. Plus it'd be fun to take a weekend trip and know that we've got our accommodations with us. So that's what we're looking for. But anyway, Molly, I'm glad you got all yours fixed. That makes me happy. And you're very welcome, Grant. You're important to us. You are important, Grant. We want, because we need more issues of Beowulf. Okay, get it together. Stop having heart attacks. And also, yeah, get out Memoirs of the Morbid too. I want my copy. Have health issues on your time, buddy, not on ours. All right. And yikes. And Making the Fruit Tray. That is Amy Hale. Check out her latest book, Neuroses. I just left a review for it a few weeks ago on Amazon, which you all should do. Don't forget to leave reviews for your writer friends. It helps us a lot. And it was really, really entertaining. And I read another book by Andy Bovey over the weekend that I'll be leaving a review for. And right now I'm reading this book that I picked up at Windy City Pulp and Paper this week. Or not this week, but this year. Master of Mystery, The Rise of the Shadow by Will Murray. longtime pulp magazine historian, excellent writer on his own, and he is detailing the early years of the Shadow character in radio and in print. So I'm really looking forward to tackling that book. It's a thick one. My lips are going to be tired. Oh, and Molly Dale says at least I got one question right on Star Wars trivia. Those are some hard questions. See, that's why I didn't go. Aside from the fact that I was at a show, I didn't go because I know I would look stupid, and I don't need Ryan's help with that. To Davey Sargent, good morning, all. Keisha Acuff on TED Talks tomorrow, pre-recorded. Then we know it's going to be charming and delightful and a treat for the eyes. And Keisha will be there too. No, seriously, Keisha's beautiful and she's very talented. And I happen to know she's going to have some stuff out this year or this coming year, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am. And that's going to be a good show. I'm going to hope to catch it, if not on the live, but the reruns, if nothing else. And Cindy Kemp is making a veggie tray that looks like a Christmas tree. Michaela Jade's very talented like that. Also, check out her tidbits and scribbles tonight on her YouTube channel because she's amazing. And she's going to start a writer's block of her own where you can go. It's going to be a live show. My understanding is it's going to be a live show where you can get advice on the things that are hanging you up about writing. I think it's something I've long wanted to do myself. Don't know if anybody wants to hear me, but that's something we want to do. And she is doing it. She is now full-time writer, independent, and she is going to be forging a pretty healthy career this year, I think. So please check out that show tonight, okay? And mashing the potatoes is Teresa Dunn. Hope she put some garlic in them. I love garlic mash. And Historical Fencing Guild Public is Setting the Table. That's on YouTube every Friday night at 8 p.m. That's Nicholas Anthony Tucker teaching you how to kill each other with bladed weaponry. It's a good talent to have, and it's great resources too. So please check them out every Friday night on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. And hey, Ted, this is Carl Wisman. That is great news. I hope Keisha didn't promise too much. We're working as hard as we can. Or are you helping Keisha put her book together? I hope so, Carl. It'll look pretty good then. And Comic Related Madness is peeling apples for the pie. And who knows what kind of spices Pops Van Zandt is putting into that thing. I think we ought to get it tested first. Anyway, Pops, we love you. And we love Comic-Related Madness. They are wonderful. And we love Rick Bradley, who's wonderful, too. Mwah. Good morning, Nevermorians. Good morning to you, Rick Bradley. And rolling out the pie crust, that's Luke Stone Studios. Hey, folks, here's some good news. Both Luke Stone and Randy Zimmerman posted over the weekend. That makes me happy. They're on the mend. That makes me happy indeed. And busy working, so I'll be listening. Have a great day, everyone. Yeah, Ted, get the hell busy, will you? I told you the abuse would start. I'm editing Grimm 101 for Ted, and Ted has missed his initial installed deadline. Now I don't care that he caught he caught the heebie-jeebies from the inoculation, the booster shot. That's not my problem. And Ted's like, I'm not going to use it, but like you, Brian. No, we love you, Ted. I'm glad you and Christers are feeling better this morning. I really am. Really. But that just means it's working, Ted. So take confidence from that. And I always take confidence from Amy Hale. Good morning, all. Mwah, Amy. Hope you're doing well this morning. Hope you and John and the family are doing well. And mixing up the pumpkin pie filling, that's what Bear Publications do. When they're not doing that, they are also publishing Cindy Kemp's Animal Eye novel, and the first issue of her comic, number 2, is on its way. And also you can get all kinds of Animal Eye swag from them, so please check out that website. Grant Lankard says, Steel City Con went well. My favorite thing is when people buy issue number 1 on Friday and come back Saturday or Sunday to get issue number 2. That's great. That's great. That is a good feeling, isn't it? Well, good. I hope you did well there. I really do. And rolling up the Yule log cake, that is Eric S. Hawkins on Comixology, the Zombiful World of Oz. Please check that out. You will be glad you did. And making the day nut frosting for the cake. Ooh, that sounds good. And if Vermillion's making it, oh my God, I want seconds and fourths and fifths and 11s. Anyway, Vermillion's amazing. Please check out her Patreon page. It is glorious. It really is. So is Cindy's, for that matter. Check out the work she's doing. Grant Langer says, I also love seeing kids run up with allowance money to buy Beowulf. It reminds me of 13-year-old Grant so much how excited I used to get about a comic I loved. Oh, I still remember my my youth, it's like a special comic would come out, or um, comic distribution before comic shops was really kind of spotty, especially in the area I lived in. We rarely got two consecutive issues of any DC or Marvel comic, and sometimes, excuse me, some publications we didn't see for over a year. Um, so when those came through, man, I snatched them up as fast as I could if I had the money. So yeah, I know that thrill. I really do, Grant. It doesn't go away. Believe me. Will Schuyler says, I co-hosted with Ryan for Battle of the Nerds last night. You will have to watch for all my zingers. Oh, darling, I crave to see your zingers. I really do. Uh, could that be code? Probably is. Anyway, Will, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun. And Cindy gets his decorating the top of the apple pie. That's Brian Robin. Happy 35th birth anniversary. Excuse me, to Mr. Rodman, who, yes, he turned 35 over the weekend, and all I have to say is get the hell off my lawn. So anyway, no, it sounds like he had a good weekend, and I'm glad to hear that. And also check him out on Comic Book Spectrum every Thursday night at 7 p.m. with Eric Hawkins and Clyde Hall and myself. We love comics, and if you do too, you'll love that show. Also, we have the Dastardly Dingoes tomorrow night at 7. Had a brain fart there. Some cerebellic flatulence. Anyway, also check out, excuse me, Stormgate Press. They're making the Christmas fudge. That's not code. And anyway, check them out. They've got big plans for 2022 also. And again, I'm involved in those. In fact, I was working on it yesterday, along with something else. All right. And Molly Daniels, Will, I really need to watch The Mandalorian. Yeah, I don't get any of the streaming services. So yeah, I need to check that out too. And Amy Hale says, would appreciate good vibes, thoughts, and prayers. I have a job interview tomorrow that would be a perfect fit for my needs. Send out those positive vibes, please. Amy, hitting up the prayers as soon as I get off the air. All right, Amy. May you be blessed, and may you get this job that you desire. Amen. All right. So keep us posted, honey. Keep us posted. All right. And Molly Daniel says, that's great. That's fantastic, Grant. Seriously. And IRC's okay, Molly? I do too. Okay. And that is cool, Grant. And Cindy Kemp says, Hyper Sandy Books putting the shrimp on the Barbie. And that's not a knife. This is a knife. Anyway, check out that YouTube channel for great book reviews. Grant Lankard says, you can get Beowulf on Comixology now. That's right. I'm not going to put the link in here because YouTube is a boner. Yeah, but what you do is type it out. But instead of the little period, you put dot. You type out dot in there, and it will get through. And if people want to do it, they will do it. So put it on Facebook. It'll get on here. And Basting the Turkey, that's Roll Cruise, and that's not code either. So keep it calm, kids. But anyway, check out artstation.com for the great work of Roll Cruise, the artist on Animal Eye. And hi, Philip Thompson. How you doing this morning? Do you do book trailers for your books? I don't do them, but I hire someone to do them. PlasmaFireGraphics.com. Jeffrey Hayes does incredible book trailers. In fact, here is, just to show you, here is, not everybody sticks around to the end of the show. Here is one of the book trailers that Plasma Fire Graphics did for me.
From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
So, Philip, that's what a good, I'd say great book trailer looks like. There are many people who can do those for you. You can go to Fiverr if you wish, but I personally recommend Plasma Fire Graphics, not just because they're sponsoring this episode, but not just because Jeffrey Hayes is my friend, but also because they do sensational work. So, Philip, the choice is yours. But yeah, definitely do a book trailer. It does not hurt sales one bit, unless it's a crappy book trailer. That's why you want to leave it to somebody that knows what they're doing. And Willow Schuyler says, it's okay, dear iPhone. Let's not change my typing into something that shows how uncoordinated I really am. Willow, I feel your pain, acutely, in fact. I was so elated to discover on my phone the speech to text function until I started using it and realized how bad my diction had become. I think it gets about 90% of what I want to say now, but I have to talk like a radio announcer in order to use it properly. Plus, my phone is going on the fritz. My phone is about 4 or 5 years old, and it was refurbished when I bought it. And it is not being my friend as of late. It takes forever to load anything. And plus, I've got to get something that's 5G compatible. I'm 4G. I need to get with the hip kids. So anyway, the next couple of months we're going to get me a new phone because I need it for business because I run credit cards through it. Anyway, Cindy kept making napkin origami for table decorations. Wow, Victoria Adams can do it all. She not only is a great writer, she also does origami. So please check out her books, and maybe she'll tear out one of the pages of your book and fold it into a duck for you. Anyway, Molly Daniels was scratching my head wondering what IRC was. Internet relay chat. For those of us who are still on MySpace, it's very useful. Actually, I found out it's still going. IRC is still going. There are people that still use that thing. Cindy kept sharpening the S.L. Rowland actually is sharpening the carving knives. Uh-oh, this could be trouble. Don't smart off to S.L. Rowland. She'll carve you up. Grant Lager says, if you look at Beowulf on Comixology, 4 results come up, minus the one with a guy sitting in a chair drinking a beer. See, you've set yourself aside. That's quality branding, Grant. That's way to go. And Cindy Cap says, roasting chestnuts on an open fire, yield dragons books. Meet the Dragons. I believe Cindy's got a work in there, and you definitely want to support that book. So please, Cindy does so much for us. CKOEPP.com. Please, this Christmas, get a copy of one of Cindy's books, if not for yourself, then someone you love. Definitely recommend Animal Eye. Okay, it is a great, great story. So please support Cindy because she does so much great things for us. And yes, helping Donna and Michaela to edit for Keisha and doing her cover. Very good, Carl. Very, very good. Yeah, I started another book. I'm working on a short story, 10,000-ish words, and I started another book yesterday. It's something I've long threatened to do. Let's just say I can't publish it under my name. This should give, and suddenly I can see Donna and Amy going, oh, it's that one? Yes, it's that one. I started on it. So I might be needing some beta readers. So I've got to be really careful who I ask. Anyway, Nicholas Stockard, glad to see you here. Good morning, Nevermore. It's 2 weeks left. What are you doing with them? I am writing. I'm hoping to get that short story out. It's no secret because it's been announced publicly. Bobby Nash and I and 3 other very, very talented writers are doing pastiches, I guess you'd call them, of Captain Hawkland by Charles F. Milhouse. But the thing is, these are standalone tales that spin off from some of Charles' books. And mine is going to be a spin-off from Captain Hawkland and the Skyhook Pirates. Think pirates, think men in flying suits, think Rocketeer, think Rocket Man, Commander Cody. And my story, it's shaping up wonderfully. You know, it's that magic when you start typing and you have this character in your head and you think, how can I make this character more quirky? And I have got one character that I'm absolutely entranced with right now. 2 of them, actually. And I'll explain one of them after publication because he's inspired by a trio of books from an author named Frank McAuliffe, who did a series of, he did like a trilogy of books back in the 70s. One was called For Murder, I Charge More. And it's about a hitman named Augustus Mandrell. But one of his supporting characters just always entranced me. the poor sap. And I'm creating something like that for Charles. See, here's the thing. When I work for somebody like Charles F. Millhouse or Bobby Nash, I leave them characters that they can play with. Oh, in fact, same thing with Jim Beard. We talked about that at dinner on Saturday. That I'm going to leave him a bunch of characters that he and anyone else that wants to play in the Conrad von Honig universe can use. So, Covfefe. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. What are you up to, Nicholas? We want to hear. And Cindy Cap Denver Martinez is buttering the rolls. That's not code either. Anyway, check out deviantart.com/the Raider05. Denver Martinez is the colorist on on Animal Eye, the comic book, and does an incredible job. Seriously. And Jay Twister, hey, good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. And Ted Davies Artistry. By the way, Drink of the Davies Holiday Special is Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, mixing up the Naughty Nog. Ooh. Also, Ted and Carl Cigar Show Holiday Special as well, Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay, back to work. Yeah, get busy, dude. You've got an editor to placate. And Cindy Cap is lighting the candles. Actually, Bobby Nash is doing that. Go to bobbynash.com for some great reading. And plus, he's just released the newest in his series of books about Abraham Snow. Plus, he's just recently released the second volume of the Snow Shorts books. Definitely pick those up. Rick Bradley says, after hanging lights last night in the house and garage, I'm reminded of how my body is not as spry as it used to be running up and down a ladder. Pain. Just pain today. That's why I never started. You know, in our house, here at the compound, here in the barracks, there are nails outside that you can tell were left for lights. And it'll be a cold day in hell and Lafayette when you see me up on a ladder trying to string lights. Ain't happening, no way. I may put something in the window, but that's inside and on the ground where my feet don't leave the ground. Anyway, but yeah, I understand you. I never was young enough to hang Christmas lights. And yes, the cigar show will be a party. Well, isn't it always, Carl? I love the cigar show, and I'm not a smoker. What is it? I've had one cigar. What was it? 2 years. Year and a half ago. I had a cigar a year and a half ago, and I liked it. It was enjoyable. And then before that, it was like 30 years. Yeah, you don't have to worry about me catching it, lung cancer from my smoking habits. That's for sure. I'm beyond casual smoker. Anyway, but no, looking forward to the cigar show. You and Ted are always a blast on there. I love it. And it's on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Never forget that. Please like our Facebook page. And just as we love Keisha Acuff. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful you. How are you? And hello, Acuff Creations. You're just as beautiful as Keisha. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I am now that you're here. All right. And Damian Waldron is dishing up the place at studiohubris.wixsite.com/studio hubris -5. Yeah, check them out. And Damien and I are working on a comic book project together that we're going to, it's like chapters. We're doing chapters. Each chapter is a standalone story, but it's kind of like science fiction crime noir. And I'm so looking forward to what Damien does with it. It's going to be so good. And good luck, Amy. And hello, Keisha. We were just talking you up. Yes, we were. And saying nothing but loving things about you, Keisha. And Cindy Camp Sarnart 76 is passing the biscuits. The artwork of Bill Sarn on Facebook, where everything old is new again. And there's our friend. There's Bernice Bishop. And let's see. Here we go. Let's just... let's do that. We don't need them here. And Grant Lankard is driving Angie to work now. Everyone have a great day. All Grant, thank you for being here, brother. Glad to hear you're on the mend. And congratulations on a great show this weekend. And nice try, Bernice. Yes, spammers in the corner. I did better than that. I took them out. And John Glackler, that trailer gave me chills. John, good to see you. How's the family doing? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, that was Plasma Fire Graphics did that. They've done 4 different trailers for my books, and they're going to do more, believe you me. And Jeffrey is just so incredibly talented, just like you, John. But yeah, it's that was I'm very pleased with that trailer. And in fact, let's give you another one here. Here's John. I hope you're still watching. Watch.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.
You see what I mean, right, John? It gives me chills every time I run that thing. That thing doesn't get old. Now, something serious here. Willow Schuyler says, please help me send good vibes to my co-host, Brian Wensoff and Nicole Jobin. Brian is in the hospital with difficulties with swallowing. When did this start, Willow? I hadn't heard about this. Of course, I've been off the line most of the weekend. But anyway, much love to Brian and Nicole. They're friends of mine, too. Please send them your love, all right? And send them, and if you talk to them, send them my love, too, all right? Please. And Phil Thompson says, I'm doing a video getting into my characters' heads for the book. Excellent. Very cool. This is very, very cool. And Acuff Creation says, don't worry, Carl. I didn't promise too much yet on the book since I know we are all still working extremely hard on it. I'm not doing jack on it, Keisha. I haven't done a thing yet for it. I'm sorry. No, anyway, I'm busy enough with my own. And soon I'll be busy with Ted's and a couple others. But anyway, looking forward to that, Keisha. I definitely want a copy of that. And oh no, Willow sending prayers. And great job, Keisha, says Carl Wisman. And Cindy Kenta. And that's all for today, folks. Catch up with you all later. Go to risingtide.pub to sign up for the Bombdiggitiest newsletter. Next to Cindy's at ckoepb.com, of course. And don't forget to tip your host, thank you. And bring Cookie home to put an end to the berserk work schedule. No kidding. And go to Patreon and find Brian K. Morris to find terrors. Then go to CKOEPP on Patreon to check out Freelance Words. And definitely that is a delightful little piece of work she's conjuring up right now. And Cindy, thank you for all you do. Thank you for being here. And I hope your Monday goes well. Much love to you, Cindy. We'll talk to you soon, I promise. And helping Donna edit Keisha's story stares at Carl. Is it like those little comic strips with the little daggers and the straight line going out at Carl? I understand. And Carl mocks Donna with his laughter, and to his peril, I suspect. And sorry to hear that, Willow. May air be with him. I knew how that was pronounced, actually. But thank you for the help and the reminder. But yes, may air be with him. And our thoughts and our prayers go with Brian and Nicole. They're very, very good people. And we hope that there is a quick and positive resolution to Brian's difficulties there. We will be praying for him, I promise. And from this, a small press publisher, got to get going. Had to put things for shows back in storage. We'll be listening in for the next 25 minutes for the time this hits the feed or so. Yeah, we're actually we're gonna probably call it pretty soon because we got to take care of Cookie. And Molly Daniels says goals for the week: send Christmas cards. I gotta buy some today. Yeah. Mail 2 books, bake more cookies, finish Christmas shopping. Oh, and find my Christmas spirit or continue faking it. I am bringing all the acting skills that I have for this year. It is too busy for me to be cheerful. Damn it. I understand. And Jake Twister says from this was Small Press Publisher, you got it down to a math with the timing. Yeah, this show, Jake, runs on clockwork efficiency for everyone but the host. The host is completely useless. Okay, that's the way it works around here. And Carl Witzman says, use a long pole with a hook on the end to hang the lights on the nails, then leave them there forever. Yes, that is the answer right there. Well, it kind of reminds me when we were leaving the house on Mattis Avenue. What now? Almost 7 years ago now. And there were parts that honestly I couldn't get to because appliances were in the way, and I wasn't going to try to move them out of the door because to get them in, we had to take the back door off its hinges because there was this tiny little utility room, and it was just a nightmare. So what I did was I had one of those paint roller extenders, and I had this little tiny brush to get the corners of the room, paint the room with. So I duct taped the brush to this extension, and I was doing that with the thing. It worked. It got the job done. It wasn't pretty, but it got done. And Skunk Rocker says, I know I really haven't been talking today because I just really haven't had anything to say. I'm just glad to be here, Skunk. Whether we say it or not, we are always glad when you're here, brother. We really are. And we hope your weekend went well. Sincerely hope so. And we hope you're doing well today. Because this is the happiest time of the year for many, many people, but for a few, it's not. And I get it. Like Molly, I'm just kind of like cruising till once we get past New Year's, I think I'm gonna be better. But and I'm looking forward to 2022 because to steal something from Michaela Jade about the last 2 years, I'm going to make 2022 my bitch. You know what I'm saying? And Carl Wisman says, please don't forget to like this video for the creative advice. Thank you, Carl. Thank you for being a part of it too, man. Carl's actually an admin on this page, so on the StreamYard page, so we are very, very grateful to have him. By the way, please check out some of the new advancements that StreamYard has put in. There's new ways to share slides. There are ways, and it's something I've been looking forward to. I can actually, if I wanted to, I could really make the show go more in real time by highlighting, but not putting on the screen, various comments. But then I could go back and read them on the air. It's less complicated than I make it sound. But StreamYard, God bless you. Plus, StreamYard gave me this lovely. They call it a sweater. It's a hoodie to me. And it's got nice fleece lining. It's very comfortable. And we're going to alternate it with our regular shirts here. But thank you to StreamYard.com for sending this to me. And I got it because I won a contest on their broadcast. Yeah, check them out the last 2 weeks on YouTube, the StreamYard channel, if you use StreamYard. Because if you haven't gone to one of the pay levels, this may get you there. I've got the pro level. And everything they are offering is worth it. So please check out the last couple of episodes, and hopefully, let's put it this way: they have been trying to list all the new things they've put into StreamYard, but they have been unable to because of the time. And I'm going to put in some graphics they gave us. In fact, I'm going to see if I can do something here. Let's see, virtual background. It's now virtual background. We're going to try something here. It didn't quite work, but here's something else. And okay, let's see. And it's not quite an error. Try again. Let's try it again. Okay. And it's not really working today on this computer, but we've got hotkeys now. We've got functions for guests. And let's go to none. And there we go. It didn't quite work. Yeah, and there used to be like a slide on here. It might just because I'm using an older computer. But anyway, we're going to move on. We're just trying some stuff. We can do it on the other computer, but it doesn't seem to be working here. And yeah, it's not on. I wanted to make sure it still was not on virtual background. And let's see here. Oh, maybe this will get it to work. Hold on here. There we go. Not quite. Anyway, I'm going to have to put that green screen up, Carl. So anyway, let's get that out of the way. But anyway, thank you, Carl. And yes, please like this page if you're watching us on Facebook, and if you're watching us on YouTube, please consider subscribing. All right. And from this Small Press Publisher, also, if you haven't watched this Saturday's episode, please do. My final C2E2 thought will be a continuation of some of the discussion from that show. I definitely need to catch up on that. I didn't watch any videos yesterday. Because I was on fire writing. I really was. I got a lot done. I probably did about, oh God, I probably got about 3,000 words down. It was evenly divided between my two projects. So anyway, April Armstrong is in the house, but we're gonna like block her because we don't know what that site is. I think it's one of her porn sites. Oh, Carl beat me to it. Or thank you, Carl. You're the best. And John Glecker said that trailer made me dizzy. I don't like heights. Just kidding. The music and background totally fit the book theme. Another good one. Yeah. And it's funny because we've got another one for Santa Stein, John. And somehow the version I've uploaded it's got a little corruption at the end, but it works. It works. In fact, I'm going to show it to you right here. I'm going to get that, and then here's how you'll see where it glitches, and it works so well. But check it out. Here's our trailer for Santa Stein, and it's available now from Amazon.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santa Stein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
It kind of works. It looks like lightning striking. But anyway, we love that. And so I hope you liked it, John. And John Gleckler let me put it this way. PlasmaFireGraphics.com is so affordable. Cookie says I can hire them anytime I want. You know Cookie. But anyway, Nicholas Tockert says that he is learning to 3D print with the intention of selling my 3D rendered miniatures along with my big Stompy Robots game. Good plan, sir. I gave several stories that are evolving into 2022 release. That's genius, dude. You know, down the road, here's a thought. And it's something I'm going to be doing this year with one of my creations. I'm finally going to get it edited, guys. So Rick and everyone that contributed, it will see print this year, I promise. But anyway, you might want to, once you get a couple of books out, think about an anthology featuring the Big Stompy Robots universe that you can invite some of your literary friends to contribute to in exchange for discounted copies of it. See what I'm saying? We'll talk. And our sunroom has hooks all around the ceiling just above the windows. I like it, though I haven't done it in ages. Yeah, and we've got hooks. We've got nails, rather. If you remember the doorway that goes from the living room into the dining room, there's hooks up there. And Cookie and I really haven't figured out. We think maybe it was like, I think maybe it was for like hanging wreaths or stuff up there, but or some sort of bondage thing. I don't know. But anyway, but yeah, I never took them down. I figure we'll find a good use for them. But you know what I'd like to do is finish building my the bookcase I started 2 months ago. Anyway, short show. Everyone have a great day. Yes, thank you. Yes, we would like to be out of here in about 8 minutes. I've got to take care of some stuff for Cookie. And sends a big hug through the ether to Skunk. We all do. Skunk, brother, we love you so much. You have no idea. And to Skunk, too. Duh. Oh, I know. Oh, and forgot to mention it. I was wondering when somebody was going to talk about it. And thank you for bringing it up, Molly. And Christmas season's not been a big one for me either. It's good to have work to mess with. Yeah. Yeah, work is great therapy for some of us. And I'm in that camp too. I make no secret of the fact that I suffer from depression like a lot of people. Like a number of people, I should say, especially in the creative community. And one of the episodes that we are going to be having, we're going to be bringing back Clever Title Pending probably in January. And we're going to be adopting more panel formats. And one of the things that has been brought up, I was on a panel at the Imaginarium in Louisville, Kentucky this year on mental illness and creative people, why we seem to be so vulnerable to it. And a recent video was done on that very same subject in the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, I believe. And it's something I think bears re-examination from all of us. Like I have, and I know I'm not the only one. I have, very bad depression sometimes. My therapy is generally work. I work on my stories, and it's not only, it doesn't always create um, great art, capital A art, but it gets me through, and I have something I can then edit into something useful, or pull it out and use it someplace else. But whatever. But anyway, yeah, it's. I hope the season is good to you, Jake. I really do. And you're always a positive force in this community, and we love seeing you here, really. Oh, and it's confirmed grandchild number 3 is arriving July 2022. Well, congratulations, Grandma. Oh, look out, grandchild number 3. Expect lots of pictures. I can't wait. And Willow Schuyler is thinking of doing a show Wednesday to pay tribute to the great Anne Rice. I know there's a few of you who were inspired by her works, myself included, Willow. I'm free. I read a lot of her early stuff. And yes, for those of you who don't know, the author of Interview with a Vampire and many, many other great horror works passed away this weekend. I believe she was 80. I think so. She's been around a good long time. But yeah, an incredible wordsmith and a real shining light in the horror and just general writing industry. And also, I was hit last week by Mike Nesmith passing away. Mike Nesmith of the Monkees. He was their primary guitarist and songwriter, and produced several of their songs. And his work has been reinterpreted by people as diverse as the Paul Butterfield Blues Band, to Linda Ronstadt and the Stone Ponies. Many. The Buddy Miles Express, I think, did a version of Listen to the Band. Great creative force. And now Mickey Dolenz is the only surviving member of the original team. Peter Tork and Davy Jones having passed before. But yeah, it was kind of depressing. Mike was always my favorite. In fact, I remember when I was I think I was 5th or 6th grade when the Monkees came out. About the time of Batman. And I remember my mom, of course, I had a little hair back then, and I parted it one way. I parted it from my left temple. She parted it, and she said that's the way it is. Well, I really loved Mike's music so much, I started parting my hair on the other side, just like his. And it was funny because I was, for many years when I had longer hair, I just comb it straight back. And when I got married, about that time, I figured I had to look good again. So I started styling, and I started combing it from that same side, as a tribute to my man, Mike. And of course, Cookie, when she'd comb my hair, she'd do just like my mom from the other side. So now it's easy. But anyway, but yeah, I was Anne Rice and Mike Nesmith in the same weekend. That's a blow to all creatives, really, because Mike also wrote novels. Mike was also a movie producer of movies like Repo Man and what was the other one? Time Rider was a great one. I think Fred Ward was in that one. Publisher, video pioneer. His Elephant Parts actually won a Grammy. Standalone video, wonderful video, plus great music on his own and with the First National Band. So, and plus Anne Rice's accomplishments can never be denied. She was an incredible writer. But yeah, I'm if nothing else, I think I'd like to watch that show. If nothing else, Willow, please keep us posted, and feel free to use the Rising Tide or Rising Tide Publications page for that, if you would, please. And Jake Twister, the famous character The Wall from Pink Floyd's The Wall. That's right. That's right. And they're also going to do an adult film with the big bad wolf. You don't want to hear about it. Anyway, share. Thank you, Ryan Permison. And here you had a great show on Saturday. I got to catch up. And oh man, dude, go feed Cookie and feel better, please. Seeing you down and out makes me a sad skunky, and I don't want to be a sad skunky. Skunk, I'm actually in pretty good mood. I got a lot of work done yesterday. I wrote about 3,000 words, started a new book that I'm really happy with. And I think a number of people are too, but it's going to have to go under my pseudonym, unfortunately. More details later. And good morning, Never Mornings. How are you? Sorry I'm late. Was buying some swag from the university store before I graduate. You take advantage of that student discount while you can, Ryan Primison. Also buy software while you can, too. And subscribe to the Nerd Culture channel today for great nerdy content. And check out the latest episode of And I Quote with the writer Amy Hill. I'm going to watch that today. Thank you, Ryan. And also check out the chaos that was Battle of the Nerds with Star Wars trivia. And John Gleckler says, good one. I saw the glitch. You're right. It works. Yeah, doesn't it, though? Anyway, check out the Nerd Culture channel for more great content from Ryan Permisson. He's great. So is John Gleckler. Anyway, yeah, it does work. It's almost like a lightning strike at the end of it. But anyway, that's what Jeffrey Hayes does for me. And also he's doing the cover for my next book, The Terrors, which is currently being edited now. I do not lack for things to do. And Ryan Permisson says, also, in case you missed it, check out the record-breaking episode of And I Quote with Jeffrey Hayes. Check that out. Jeffrey's always fun. And everyone take care and stay creative. You too, superstar Rick Bradley. Good to see you as always. Molly Daniel says we have garland and lights hanging in our archway between the living room and dining room. We used to have purple string lights upstairs, so I don't tumble down the steps. And we used to hang them all around in our old apartment on Beck Lane. Excuse me. Hold on a second here. Am I going to sneeze? No, I'm going to cough. Then I'll sneeze. Anyway, but yeah, and the thing is, I keep calling them fairy lights. That's what they call them in England. I first really became aware of them on the British version of Trading Rooms, I think it was called in America, but it was called Trading Spaces in England. Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen. He's my hero. And Ryan Permisson says, join us live Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for the Rogues One 5th Anniversary Watch Along. That ought to be fun. Excellent. And Nicholas Tucker, that is so funny, as I am playing a compilation anthology of the existing Big Stumpy Robots novel with an addition and progress story added. Excellent. That's good marketing. They call that box sets, Nick, in the field. And usually... if nothing else, that also helps sell the early ones too. But yeah, good idea, Nick. Good idea. And she was 80. Anne Rice, stroke. May she rest easy. So very true. She will be missed, seriously. And been listening to Cruisin' for the last few days. Great track. I admit the other day I was feeling way down, Jake, and I'm a lot better, Skunk. Please believe that. And I was pumping out I've got like a couple of playlists on YouTube, and I was pumping out some like upbeat stuff like Sparks and some of their dance music. And there was a track I just really, something in me craved to hear it. And it was Dancin' Fool, not the Frank Zappa version, but the Guess Who. And it is a wonderful, wonderful song with some, incredible piano work from Burton Cummings. And Dominic Troiano, a highly underrated guitarist who went on from the Guess Who to do the music for several Canadian TV shows. But yeah, and Burton Cummings is still active and is currently about to resume a tour with Randy Bachman, where they're going to do compilations, each are going to do each other's music from the Guess Who, which they were in together. And then their separate careers, Burton as a solo artist and Bachman as part of Bachman Turner Overdrive. And I've heard some of this stuff, and I've seen some of the YouTube videos of their concerts. Really, really great stuff. Of course, anyway, I'd be interested in being part of that panel, Brian. Another good discussion would be how many superheroes grew up in foster care and had surrogate parents. Willa Schuyler, that's an excellent idea. Especially about the last one. That is a super topic. Because we all know Superman was an orphan, Batman was an orphan, but how they grew up to be completely two different people, one of positive and of modest means versus someone who grew up with more wealth than most of all the continents combined and turned into a dark, broody guy. So yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of people, and it's funny because a lot of comic book characters, you never see their parents, and and I'm thinking like we know that Peter Parker's parents in the comic books were secret agents, and he was raised by his aunt and uncle. Trying to think, we've met Tony Stark's parents in the comics. Thor, Odin is a jerk. He is the model for parental abuse. It's like, I'm gonna put you in somebody else's body to teach you humility. Well, Odin, the physician, heal thyself. Tony Stark's dad isn't a exactly model dad either. And actually, we have, yeah, you've got me thinking, Willow. We've got to talk about that sometime. And if you don't do that broadcast, I will. Nick Tucker, but I'm focusing on organizing and setting up my goal board to prep for a busy new year. Big Stompy Robot stories, new nonfiction Western martial arts related content. I'm on board. An urban fantasy and so many other creative bucket list projects. You and me both, brother. We're gonna make this our year. I'm gonna try to have at least 1, 2. I'm gonna probably have 3 books out this year. I'm talking novels. One will be The Terrors. One will be Doc's Saga. One will be for Flinch Press, and another one if I can, because I'm fast enough I can do it. Plus short stories and comic scripts galore. So I will not lack for things to keep me out of mischief, except for Michaela Jade, who's always goading me into mischief. I don't know what it is about that little vixen. Hi there, honey. Mwah. How you doing, sweetheart? Hope your Monday's going well. And don't die, go pamper Cookie. Donna, she deserves it. She's been working some serious long hours. And hi, Michaela Jade. Hi, Nick. Everyone's and hey, Michaela, you got here just as the show was supposed to be ending. Let's all say our goodbyes, please. Cookie needs attention. And yeah, woke up late. My bad. I'm out. I am too. Thanks, Michaela, love you. We'll try to be on around for the show tonight. Oops, 11 a.m. Like, share, sub, donate to the BKM Production Fund, and very ambitious, Nick. What way to go! Everyone have a wonderful day. You too, Molly. Mwah, much love. And so we are going to go pamper the Mrs. Madam Executive Producer does deserve and needs some love today, and so we're going to run some errands for. I'm basically the errand runner. I'm doing grocery shopping this week. I'm good at it though. I am good. But we're gonna make her some lunch and make sure she is properly pain free for. She probably won't get home till about. She leaves mid-afternoon usually, but may not get back for 12 hours. But a dutiful husband stays up. So we take care of her. All right. And anyway, Jake Twister, thank you for being here, man. It's always a pleasure to see you. You know that. I hope you know that at least. And take care. And you have a sensational day, Jake. Good to see you, man. And later's all. Donna, mwah, thank you for being here, sweetheart. You are awesome. You and Carl both. And Carl, thank you for your help in the extermination this morning. And we are going to call it a morning now. And first thing we want to do is, of course, keep the attitude of gratitude going with a kind word to Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, John Gleckler. These are the guys that did the trailers for me. When the look of your book matters to you. Your readers will be attracted to your book when you have a beautiful front cover on that thing. And Jeffrey Hayes can not only do the front cover, he can also decorate the spine and the back. He does a great wraparound cover. He's going to be doing the one for the Terrors, trust me. And then he can also create book trailers and other graphics you'll need to sell the book. So check him out on Facebook on the Plasma Fire Graphics page. Then go to plasmafiregraphics.com for more samples, and you can contact him directly and get his rates from there. You'll be astonished at how darn indie affordable he is. That's plasmafiregraphics.com. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. because it definitely matters to your readers. Also, please check out the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. We have a page on Facebook. Please give that a like, where we'll have all of our updates, and you can see back episodes and even watch some of them live on there. So please do. Tomorrow we've got TED Talks with the beautiful Keisha Acuff, and she's an incredible creator. Please come watch that show. And then Tuesday night, nothing, because Clever Dial Pending's currently on hiatus, but we'll be back in January, and then we'll be back Wednesday morning for a new Nevermind the Furthermore. All right, and also please, a huge thank you to our Patreon supporters. Please, if you see them online, please thank them for supporting this show. They help keep it going. They also have many great projects going on their own pages, and they're just amazing, amazing people. So please check them out, and if you want to see your name on here as one of my helpers, go to www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. We're going to be working on our blog today for the week, and also later this week publishing a new chapter of The Terrors. We're running to the end of that. We're going to follow that up. Probably going to have to take a little hiatus, but we're going to follow that up with what would have been the opening chapters of Volcana. And we reached a dead end on there, but we'll talk about the creative process in the while we're doing that, and then we will publish the first draft of Aquatic, so you'll at least see what it's like, and realize why we're doing a page one rewrite on both of them. But anyway, please check out our Patreon page; it helps us so very much. And also, please check out the links that you've seen here on this show, and please support indie creators. You know, whether it's an ebook or a print or whatever, pick something up, because a little bit encourages them so very much. And also on the broadcasting, don't forget Michaela Jade has Tidbits and Scribbles tonight at 7 o'clock, I believe it is. Anyway, please check her YouTube channel and give it a subscribe. And please subscribe to ours while you're at it. We are stuck at 777 subscribers, which we're grateful for. We really are. But our friends, the Russian bots, have deserted us, so now we need human beings to pick up the pace. So thank you very much, because we have plans for monetization that are not necessarily for me. Okay, it's going to help a number of the people in our network here. So anyway, now I'm going to take the day off.
How dare you!
You're right, Greta. I got to keep working. So anyway, we're going to take care of Cookie, and we're going to get her lunch, and we're just going to pamper her as best we can, because she's pampering me. And again, thank you to everyone who came out to Writer's Block in Toledo, Ohio on Saturday. Met some great people there, some great authors, and thank you to Jim Beard for hanging out with us afterwards. And anyway, we hope you have a sensational day. Thank you. The next couple weeks are going to be, or 3 or 4 weeks are going to be, we may have shorter shows, but at least you know the reason why. So anyway, folks, thank you for being here. I definitely appreciate you being here, and just do something creative today for yourself, and just give somebody a smile, whether you know them or not, because you don't know if you're helping them. You might be. Probably are. This is like I said earlier, this is supposedly the happiest time of the year, as the song says, but for many people, it is not. It is the most miserable. And share whatever love you have, and believe me, it's Rising Tide. It'll come back to you. Also, please check out risingtide.pub. Please sign up for my free monthly newsletter. The next one will go out January 1st, like clockwork. And we got all kinds of cool stuff in there. I think you'll find entertaining. Not just me trying to sell you something. In fact, I rarely do. So people tell you I do a terrible job of selling stuff on my newsletter. I just spend it mostly talking about things that are in my head. Anyway, folks, thank you for being here. As always, please check out the links here. Please check out the wonderful people that we're going to run some spots at the end of the show and give them some love, just as we give you some love. And please think of Brian Wensloff and Nicole Jobin. Get well fast. And it's time to carry on, wayward sons and daughters. Have a great day, everyone. And as always, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. Have a great day, and we'll see you Wednesday on Nevermind the Furthermore. Oh, and also watch the Dastardly Dingoes tomorrow night. I forgot about them. They're great. They're funny. I love them. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Broadcast Network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Nevermind the Furthermore.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide and Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
Choose high-flying action. Choose death-defying escapes. Choose spine-tingling thrills. Choose nail-biting intrigue. Now's your chance to choose the adventure. The Captain Hawkland Adventures. Available on Amazon.com. Choose high-flying action. Choose death-defying escapes. Choose spine-tingling thrills. Choose nail-biting intrigue. Now's your chance to choose the adventure. The Captain Hawkland Adventures. Available on Amazon.com.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, IndieVolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.
Secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
Southwest of Chicago, there is a small, secluded cemetery known as Bachelors Grove, and it is one of the most haunted places in the United States. Author Brian K. Morris brings you a collection of writings that will help you navigate this ghostly graveyard, if you dare. The Haunting Scripts of Bachelors Grove is available now on Amazon.com. Get your copy today. From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho. Santa-Stein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.